All right, what is going on, everybody? Hopefully everyone's doing all right. Hopefully everyone's had a good weekend so far. I do have a whole bunch more codes to give out. It's been a while since I've done this, so here you go. All right, we'll start here in just a couple minutes, see who else piles in. All right, anybody here? If so, we will get started. All right, get rid of all these codes. What's up, Wabbit? How we doing? How's your weekend going so far? Alright, I guess I'll do this intro. What's going on, everybody? WakoBako here. So today, as you guys can see by the thumbnail, we've got some CGC submission recap to go through and a whole bunch of Surging Sparks. Just picking up stuff throughout the week, including this booster box, which when I bought it, it was a lot cheaper than it is now. All the prices are kind of going crazy for everything right now. So I'll kind of talk about that for a little bit. But we have a sealed booster box that I am going to open up. I don't really hold on to sealed booster boxes, even though I probably should, especially with sets that I'm still like actively working on. And we have a couple 3-pack blisters for Surging Sparks. Unfortunately, it's both the same promo. I tried to find one of each, but it's all good. But I did find Sunday's the first day. Oh, gotcha. Right, that makes sense. Most other places, it is that way, so that makes sense. And then we have both of these little checkout lane blisters. Unfortunately, these aren't promos in here, but they're still pretty nice cards. And then, of course, the coins. So we'll go through all that today as well. But I guess the real question is, do we want to start with the CGC submissions and get that knocked out? You guys like I printed this up? Do you guys want to see this first, or do you guys want me to open up packs? Let me know. I'll give it a couple minutes to see what people's feedback is. Me personally, I'd like to open this up first, just to see what's in here and if I can remember what order this was, and then open all the packs. But again, it's up to you guys. You let me know. I'm here for you. Wabbit wants to see the CGC submissions. So do I. Anybody else want anything different? Again, I could do these. This will go probably quick. And then we have, what, a booster box of Surging Sparks, 10 packs of the checkout lane blisters, and then 6 from the 3 packs. So most of the stuff in this box, if I remember correctly, will end up going up on the eBay store, which I'll probably work on today. Try and get all the pictures and all the information uploaded, and then tomorrow I can just set prices and drop everything. So keep an eye out for that. If you guys haven't checked out the eBay store yet, the link is in the description, along with it's on my link tree. You can find in the bio on Instagram as well. All right, well, I think you and me are the only ones going to chime in today, so let's get into this. We'll do the CGC submission recap. I'm looking forward to this. If you look here, it's 15 card submission, and then pretty quick turnaround. Again, this was received on the 4th. It was finished up on the 15th, and then it took me maybe a few more days to get this submission back. This is an economy submission, so I paid a little bit more, but I got it back faster. I do have some bulk submissions still out that I'm waiting to get back, plus another economy to get back as well. But without further ado, let's crack into this and see how we did. Like usual, once the order ships, obviously they post it on the website where you can look at all of it, but I don't ever look at any of the submissions ahead of time because I kind of want to be surprised. So here we go. Only 15 cards in this submission. Let me hide my information. There we go. Yeah, only 15 cards in this submission. Again, I want to do economy. So get it back a little bit faster. Can we see that all right? Wab, is that looking good? And try and move it over as far as I can. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, cool, thanks. But yeah, so 3 submissions still out, 2 bulk submissions, so you're looking at 50 cards there. And then I did a 10 card economy submission, so hopefully those will be back before we get into December. What's up, Ice-T? How we doing, bro? Yeah, hopefully those will come back soon, especially because I want to put them up on eBay for the stuff I'm selling, and then some of the stuff I'm going to hold on to, I'd like to get it back before the holiday rush. But anyway, let's start with this here. Let's get into it and let's see how we did. Starting with, oh, okay, gotcha. So this is the Charmander / Charizard submission that I did. If you guys remember, I submitted a handful of these, and then it's a bunch of other random Charizard cards. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how we did with these. Again, most of these, if I remember correctly, will end up going on the eBay store. So keep an eye out for that as well. But here we go. Starting off with that Charmander from 151. This is part of the alt art between this, Charmeleon, and Charizard. But let's see how we did with this one. Nice. Okay. Very strong start there with a Gem Mint 10. Absolutely beautiful card. This card itself is getting more and more expensive, so I think getting a couple of these graded was a smart move on my end. But actually, I'm going to leave this out because, like I said, I think I got a few of these, so let's see how they all do. All right, on to the next one. So again, another Charmander. No pristine labels. Maybe we'll get at least one, but let's take a look and see how we did with this one. If I was to guess, this is the one of the 3 or 4 that I submitted that looked off-centered, and you can see here, this gray board is a little bit thicker than this side. But outside of that, I don't really see any other like major damage or anything. But let's take a look and see how we did. Okay, 8.5. Not the greatest. Again, I think part of that has to do with centering. Yeah, and I guess this one had some whitening on the corners on the bottom here. If you can see that, hopefully that's clear. So maybe that kind of stuff chipped it down. Yeah, there's actually whitening on all 4 corners. So I don't know. Maybe I'll crack this one. Maybe I'll leave it. Especially if someone just wants it for the sake of it being in their collection. It'll probably go a little bit cheaper than 10. But we progressed. Still got a couple more. So here we go. Here's another one. Again, I think I did 3 or 4 of these. But let's take a look and see how we do this one. Nice. All right, another 10. I'll gladly take that. Very, very nice card. Again, I love the artwork on this. And I think getting all 3 would be kind of sick, and especially getting them graded. But let's take a look and see. All right, so this should be the last one. Yeah, I think I did 4. But let's take a look and see how we did with this one here. Okay, got a 9. Got a 9. It's still a high grade for sure. If I was to guess, it looks like centering on this one too. It looks like it's kind of pushed this way a little bit. And then same thing on the back. It's pushed down this way, and then there's some whitening on the corners. So that kind of makes sense. But again, like, you'd be surprised. And I do post on Instagram when I sell stuff, so you guys can see the range of stuff. I'm not always selling 10s. I just sold like an 8.5 Greninja, rating Greninja the other day. I feel like there's a buyer for everything, right? It just depends on how it's advertised and if it gets out there, and you know, if you price it right. So but yeah, again, for the 4 of those, it's not bad. We got 2 10s, we got the 8.5, and then we got a 9, so can't complain about that. Let me put these back in here. I will go back through later on and I'll sleeve all these, and then again I'll get all these priced out and get ready for eBay. So 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, so so now we got those out of the way, we get right into a pristine. I'm going to try to cover these up. But yes, this is a pristine. I'm going to try and flip this over. I love seeing this goldish label here. I'm just curious which card this is, but let's take a look and see which one it is. Ooh, nice. Okay. Interesting. So obviously I'm excited about that. But this is the... So this card originally came from Vivid Voltage, if you guys remember that artwork. They didn't do a holo in that one. It was only the reverse and a non-holo, non-holo rare. But this is from the Chinese set. You guys remember when I opened up the Vivid Portrayals trying to catch that that shiny Charizard? But that's what this is from. So we get the pristine 10 in a Chinese Charizard. Definitely interested to see the value on that for sure. I know the Chinese market is growing more and more every day. But yeah, that's why I keep sprinkling those in anytime I have them. All right, so here we go. This is the Charizard I was just talking about from Vivid Voltage, all the way back from 2020. Seems like forever ago. But yeah, so this is the reverse holo. And again, I've been sitting on this one for a little bit. I usually kind of keep some of the regular like rares or holo rare Charizards off to the side and then add them in. But let's see how we did with this one. Nice, okay. The reverse holo Charizard gets the Gem Min 10. Very, very nice. It's always exciting to get 10s. And then especially with Charizards, even with these, right? Like, it's not a super rare card by any means. But it's always nice to see when a 10 comes through. And I do like the reverse holo pattern on these from Sword and Shield. All right. Next. Ooh, okay, can't hide this one. But we have another pristine. It's a Japanese card here. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm just getting really, really lucky with the pristines. You guys have seen my submissions. You've seen what I sent down, what I've got back. It's pretty insane. But let's take a look and see which one this is. Nice. All right. You know, this is extremely satisfying. And, you know, this might be one of the ones. It's rigged. Okay, relax, Wabbit, relax. You know, this might be one that I hold on to. If you guys remember, this was probably submissions I did, I want to say, before I went on deployment. I submitted, I think, 10 of these, because I got it all from that VMAX Climax case that I opened up. Yeah, I sent out probably 10. I got all 9s and 9.5s. I didn't get any regular 10s or pristines. So it's kind of sick to see that I had another one. I was like, all right, let me try this. And I finally got a pristine 10 on this. I love the black and gold label on it. Plus, his artwork is really, really nice. I may hold on to this one. I'm going to have to look up the pricing on that for sure. But we push on to another pristine. this is this is insane. And again, especially for majority of the cards in this box are Charizards. This is what you want to see, right? Especially with me. I'm not super attached to Charizard by any means. Of course, there's some I may or may not hold on to. But when I'm trying to sell them, this is exactly what I want to see. But let's see which one it is. Ooh, nice. Okay. Another really nice reverse. And it's so funny. Like, I've gone through so many of these. This is the reverse holo Charizard from Pokemon Go from 2022. Fairly small set, but you had some nice artwork, especially for the big three. This Charizard just kind of flying through the city there. Almost looks like it was a parade float gone rogue. But yeah, always nice to see some of these just regular reverses or the holo rares getting pristine 10s. But that's absolutely amazing. I'll gladly take that. Let's see what's next. Okay, so we have the regular one now. So we have the reverse, which obviously we didn't get a pristine in the regular holo, but it's all good. Let's see how we did with this one. Nice. Okay. I'll gladly take that. Nice Gem Mint 10. Which one do you guys like better? Do you guys like the regular holo or do you like the reverse holo? Outside of the grades, obviously the pristine's nice. Yeah, and again, this is kind of stuff that, again, I'll just sprinkle into orders, or if I know Charizards sell in most capacities, so it's one of those things where just try and push it out and try our luck. Ooh, speak about a nice Charizard. So this is Charizard GX, the full art. This was a promo. Obviously, you guys have seen other iterations of this. The Hyper Rare or the Rainbow Rare was from Burning Shadows. And then the shiny version of this was in Hidden Fates. Very iconic Charizard artwork. I've had this one for a bit. I think I have like 2 or 3 of these. If this is a 10, this would be sick. I have a couple of these. Out of the ones that I had, this was the one that was in the better condition. But yeah, I would love to get a 10 in this, even for the personal collection, right? Because I have a shiny, I have the hyper rare. Let's take a look and see how we did here. Ooh, we get a 7. That's rough. But you know what's funny? Like if you look at the centering, and again with Sun and Moon cards, especially their GXs, it was a little bit easier because you kind of just use this black inner border to kind of set everything else off. But yeah, I guess it's kind of yeah, it's not in the greatest of shape, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it a little bit further, but still a beautiful card. And it, you know, if it sits around and doesn't sell for a while, I'll just put it back in the personal collection. But I really like some of these old GXs where they have like the flakes in the background. I don't know if it's picking up on camera or not. But yeah, really sick. A beautiful card. Unfortunately, it's not a 10, but it's all good. It's still a very nice card. On to the next. So Charizard V, another really cool Charizard artwork here. This one's from Crown Zenith. And again, such an amazing set. Yeah, it does look really good for sure. So this one's from Crown Zenith, part of the regular set. One of the few Charizard artworks I really like, especially because of how it's just kind of like coming out or like coming towards the viewer, if you will. But let's take a look and see how we did with this one. Nice. All right. Get the Gem Mint 10 on this one. And you know, most people don't think anything about like the Vs or V Maxes or even the V Stars. But I feel like Charizards, Pikachus, Eevees, if you can score high with those, there's a potential buyer for them. But again, it's such an awesome looking card. So very nice grab there. On to the next. Speaking about Charizard V-Star, here's one here. So if you guys remember, when I went to the Collecticon in North Carolina, me, stupidly enough, bought 2 of these and then 2 of those full art Arceus from Brilliant Stars. But yeah, I'm curious to see how we did with this one. Again, another beautiful card. Just flying right out of the artwork there, with a newer kind of rainbow pattern there. But let's take a look and see how we did with this one. Nice. All right. Another 10. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm glad I picked this up then. And you know, it's funny. It's every time I have duplicates, I always try and figure out like which one I want to send a grade. Most of the time, I'm pretty thorough. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, let me take a look at this. Yeah, the one I put in my binder, I was like, this one's not as nice. And I'm definitely glad I picked this one to get graded. So another Gem Mint 10 with that Charizard V-Star. Absolutely beautiful. All right, on to the next. Ooh, we do have another pristine here. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do this because there's a second one right behind it. So absolutely insane. There's only one other card left out of this submission. So yeah, this is insane. And again, for these smaller submissions, right, this is the kind of stuff you want to see, right? Plenty of 10s. If you sneak in some pristines in there, I'm super happy about it. But let's take a look at this one first and see what this one is here. Oh, you want to see the last card? I see where your head's at, Wabbit. You want to see the last one? All right, you know what? For you, let's just do the last one first. All right, Charizard EX. This is from the English side. This is from the Super Premium collection that came out with a huge figure. On the Japanese side, it came from that special deck set that came with Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, plus all the art rares for the starters. Really, really beautiful card. I do have the sealed set for this, plus I still have the English version of this as the promo. Let's see how we did with this Charizard here. Nice. All right. Another Gem Mint 10. It's nice to know that we ended off with a Gem Mint 10. This would have been the last thing to pull out of here. Absolutely beautiful. I love all the hollow foil coming off of the nails there and the flames. But absolutely beautiful there. So let me count 1, 2, and put this back. Nice, Wabbit. I'm glad we checked that one out. All right. Let's take a look. So now here, I'll leave it up to you. Which one do you want to see? Do you want to see the left side or the right side first? I'll let you pick again because you're on a streak so far, Wabbit. Or anyone else in chat, feel free to chime in. And which card do you want to see me reveal first? Obviously, we have 2 left. Wabbit wants to see the right side. Anybody else? Give it another minute or so, and then we'll go and flip it over. I'll build up the suspense as long as I can. And remember, guys, we still have all these Surging Sparks to get through, so stick around for that as well. Appreciate if you're popping in or if you're hanging out for the whole stream. Always appreciate the support. I know, right? It's all good, Wabbit. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where some people just kind of want to pop in, check out the stream, and roll out. Some people are just those kind of the silent stalkers, if you will. They're just kind of hanging out and they check out content, which, hey, it's all fine. You come here to hang out, that's fine. I know you're not here to listen to my voice, so I appreciate it for sure. But all right, Wabbit, we'll leave it up to you. Let's go with this one first. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Ooh, nice. Okay. Very, very nice. Another pristine 10. This is the Charizard EX. You guys remember I pulled so many of these during that Shiny Treasures EX opening. Yep. Good old Japanese. Yep. Absolutely beautiful. I think I pulled like 8 or 9 of these from that whole opening. So maybe I'll trickle through and keep grading these over time. But absolutely beautiful, pristine 10 there. I love how the backgrounds kind of match up a little bit with the Japanese artwork. But yes, absolutely beautiful card. All right. So now last, but definitely not least, it's another pristine. We know it's another Charizard, but which one is it? I'm excited to see what this is. All right, we're going to flip this over in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Let's go. Wow. That is absolutely insane. Charizard VMAX from good old Shining Fates. You know, it's so funny, especially with a set that I haven't even completed yet. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know, Wabbit. I might have to hold on to this one. Depending on price, I may... I don't know. I've graded so many of these, especially English, Japanese, Chinese now. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Charizard VMAX, one of my favorite Charizard artworks, especially for the Shinies. Obviously, the Charizard GX is my favorite, then the VMAX right behind it. Absolutely beautiful card, though, and again, in that pristine 10. Wow. Definitely a awesome one to leave off on for sure. Awesome. All right, cool. So again, I'm going to look all these up after the stream. We'll take a look at pricing, and I'll see what I want to hold on to and what I want to put up on the eBay store. And again, I do have more submissions coming through, so keep an eye out for those. As usual, we always do submission previews and submission recaps. But yeah, that was huge. Absolutely insane. All right. So for Surging Sparks, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see... I'm going to try and lay these out without making a mess. Do you want to see me open up these smaller products first and then save the booster box for last? I mean, I kind of think that would be a little bit cooler. Maybe that's how I want to do it. But it seems like Wabbit's the only one that's chiming in. So, Wabbit, what do you think? You want to go through, and again, I do have more of these. We'll go through all of these, and then the 3-pack blisters, and then the booster box, or do you want to go right into the booster box? Definitely let me know. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. So Wabbit agrees, doing the smaller promotional stuff and then getting the booster box. That's fine with me, Wabbit. Let's just keep running it. All right, so let me move these off to the side. We'll do the 3 packs first, especially because these have all kinds of extra bulk and stuff in it. And I know if and when Nugget shows up, it's got the Arcanine and the Growlithe here, so those are pretty sick as well. I think they were telling me that they were trying to find them at a store close to them. But here we go, Surging Sparks. The other reason why I get the 3-pack blisters is obviously the promos. These are actual promos in here compared to the checkout lane packs. But yeah, so there we go. Absolutely beautiful Zapdos there, and that's promo number 157. It's kind of crazy to think of how many promos that we have so far. But I truly think that this year, going into 2025, will probably be the last year of Scarlet Violet. If you look at the trends, right, and you look at all the previous generations with this, Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, XY, they all lasted roughly 3 to 4 years. So if I was to guess, I'm going to say that 2025 is probably the last year for Scarlet Violet, especially because they're ramping up with some bigger sets for sure. Yeah, it'll probably be the last year for Scarlet Violet, and then we'll get whatever's next. And again, keep in mind that a lot of these cycles go through based off of the video games rotation, right? So if they're about to drop a new game, rest assured there's going to be a new TCG coming out. So, but yeah, here we go. 6 packs, Surging Sparks. Let's try our luck here, and then we'll get into the checkout lane blisters. And kind of just go from there. I'm excited to get in that booster box, though. Again, I don't really open up too many booster boxes, especially in this generation. But the last one I opened up, we did really, really well. And this is a very popular set. And again, the price of this booster box has gone up a huge amount since I bought it. But again, I kind of want to open it and have fun during the stream. And hopefully we can get some nice hits out of it, too. All right, let's see. We got Mousehold Screaming. We have Smoochum as the first reverse. We have Trapinch as the second. And what are we going to start off with? A Zarude. All right, so nothing too crazy to start. But it's all right. We've got plenty more to go through. Well over 40 packs, right? Yeah, 36, 10. Yeah, so what, like, let's see. What, 50 packs maybe? Yeah, roughly 50 packs. That sound about right? I know I can't math, but it's all good. But yeah, plenty of chances to get some huge hits out of this, especially for a set that is fairly new. Well, obviously it's the latest set. Siliglyph versus Cerulege. Who do you think could win in that one? I know the Pokemon Company just put out a really sick clip lately. It's Cerulege versus the other form. It looked absolutely insane. But here we go. Yamask as the first reverse. Charcadet as the second. Love that artwork there. And, ooh, nice. Okay. Very, very nice. Get a Sylveon EX early on. I'll gladly take that. Got all my sleeves on standby. Got my perfect fits and those dragon shields. But very nice. Always nice to see hits out of any of these packs, right? All right. Let's see what we got here. Another energy. All right, starting off with Slack Off, we have Oricorio in the Psychic version, and then Bronzor. We have Morlul, the Colberberry, Walrein. Did I have any luck finding 151? No, unfortunately, I haven't yet. And again, we talked about last time. It's going to be expensive. I know I'm going to overpay, unfortunately, but no, I haven't really looked into it since we talked about it on Friday. All right, let's see what's behind Spupa. We have the Dusk Ball reverse and a Skeledirge. No, I need to find one though for sure. And again, I'm not going to open it. It's just for the personal collection. But yeah, before they go up any higher, I need to try to snag one sooner than later. All right, another code. Best luck whoever's claiming all the codes today. Ooh, water energy, maybe some good luck. Yeah, plenty of codes to give out. To give out a whole bunch to start the stream. And then obviously with the booster box, we're going to have plenty to give out there as well. All right, the Fighting Tauros. We have Togepi reverse. We have Donphan reverse. And behind that is a Palkia. All right, so nothing crazy there. I remember when I used to get 3-pack blisters during, like, what, Sword and Shield era. You just used to get the hits like crazy, especially like Sword and Shield base set. I pulled so many gold cards out of the 3-pack blisters from that set. It was insane. All right, let's take a look and see what we have in this one. And then we got one more pack before we get into those checkout lane blisters. We have Citan or Citan or Cititan or Cititan, whatever you want to call it, as the first reverse. The Counter Gain as the second, and the Gorging Fire Hollow. All right, last pack. Let's see if we can get another hit to join Sylveon here. Obviously, whatever hits we get today, I'm just going to leave them on the mat, especially because we're doing all one set. Another energy. All right, here we go. Simisear. We have Esper, Shelios, and Slackoff. Then we have the Pasho Berry. We have Azumarill. We have Annihilate. One of my favorite newest third form evolutions. Really, really glad they added this. Primeape and Mankey were amazing, but this is kind of a perfect fit for that evolution line. We have Quaxel as the first reverse, the Pasho Berry as the second, and come on, nothing. Rabska as the hollow. But it's all right. Again, plenty more packs to get through. I'm just going to alternate back and forth between these. I was going to prep these ahead of time, but I don't want anyone to think there's any kind of foul play or me doing anything weird with these. It's bad enough you see it in stores where people are just ripping products in store, clearly not paying for it, so they're stealing, and then just leaving this stuff all over the place. And, you know, I truly feel bad for two different groups of people there. The employees that have to clean up after you savages, and then I feel bad for, like, the kids. Like, because for me, if I walk by and I see that, I'm like, wow, that kind of sucks. And then I just leave, right? Or I'll grab something else. But it's just always unfortunate to see people just being so ridiculous. And no matter what set it is, like, it could be any set and people are going to be that kind of animalistic over it. To me, that's kind of annoying. But, yeah, it's unfortunate to see. And then, you know, bad enough with people, it's kind of getting into that scalping season. I was talking to someone on Instagram earlier about it. It's getting that time of year where people are just going nuts, whether it's price gouging stuff or buying stuff and then trying to sell it for double or triple, or going to a store and buying out the entire thing. If you guys saw, there's another Costco video that popped up because they're selling the 151 mini tins, and again, just like a couple weeks ago, people are just going absolutely nuts, and they put it like right in front of the store, which is the dumbest thing to do. But yeah, people are buying like every single thing they can grab for it. And it's unfortunate, especially this time of year. It's supposed to be about, you know, getting together, especially here in the U.S., being with family, enjoying people's company. But instead we get to watch people be absolute savages. So anyway, Delmise as the first reverse, the Dusk Ball as second, and then Tapu Koko. It is kind of humiliating, and it's really sad because, you know, there's plenty of times where I'll go to any of these stores, right? And again, I always shop around. I go Walmart, Best Buy, Target, Barnes & Nobles, Books A Million. If I see someone else looking at Pokemon stuff, right, I always ask them, like, hey, what are you checking out? Or, hey, what are you trying to grab? Because it's one of those things where, like, I'll just grab a couple things and I'll be on my way. Even during the pandemic and all the stuff beforehand when I first got into it, like, I was never, ever clearing out shelves. Never. I think that's absolutely insane. Again, it's just such a selfish thing to do. And it just drives me nuts. But again, people, whether they're trying to do it for their own business or, you know, they're just trying to scalp or they're just trying to rip through a whole set. Again, I was just, you know, trying to be courteous to those around me. and just, you know, grab a little bit here and there and then go about my way. I think the other thing too is, you know, a lot of people don't want to wait to order stuff online. That Snorlax looks hilarious, by the way. A lot of people are really impatient nowadays. But again, trying to put like a positive twist on it, I do appreciate those people that are civilized and kind of, you know, want to share the hobby with everyone else and have a good time. If you're not one of those people, it's unfortunate. You should probably do some self-assessment. But again, it's a kid's trading card game. It's shiny cardboard. Let's have fun with it instead of being monsters. All right, anyway, Morlo as the first reverse. We have Abreva as the second, and Tapu Koko again. All right, just ripping through these here. To be honest, I don't remember if I've ever gotten like huge hits out of these. Anytime I see these, I usually get them because my nephew really likes all the coins. So I kind of just put them off to the side for him. But if we get any hits, obviously it's extra red. I'll take it. Come on. Plus these things are always a pain to open. Sometimes they open up perfect, sometimes they don't. All right. Coins. And see, this was also too, like these are, they just redid these cards with the Cosmic Hollow, but they're not actual promos, by the way. So if you're someone like me trying to work on getting all the promos, this isn't the product for you. But speaking about that, I need to get some of the Build and Battle kits or the pre-release kits. You need to get all those promos for this set as well and catch up on some of the previous because I'm behind in a lot of the promos for this generation. And obviously it doesn't help that I was gone for a while, but I think with how insane I was with the Sword and Shield generation and getting all those promos, I kind of backed off of this one a little bit because it's a lot. I mean, there are over 200 promos for this generation already. Sword and Shield ended with 306 or 307. It's a lot of cards, and some of those are like the championship cards or just cards that are extremely limited. So it's definitely hard to get, but just kind of collect at your own pace, as I always say. Ooh, very, very nice. First hit out of these. We have Satan or Satitan. Very, very nice there. And then the Hollow. Yeah, working through and completing the Sword and Shield promo binder was absolutely insane. It took me forever. But yeah, finally got a hit out of these, finally. And it's a beautiful card. I don't know if I pulled this one yet, but I will gladly take it. And we roll on to the next one. You know, it's so funny. I was literally just talking about how I don't ever get hits out of these. So there we go. Another pack. Another code. All right. What sets have you been collecting lately, Wabbit? All right, Volcarona, Togepi, the Weird Blitzel, Yamask, the Fire Tauros, Flapple. We have Annihilate again. Tandemouse as the first reverse. Koradon as the second. Ooh, Archodon EX, very nice. I'm not sure if we pulled that one already, but still, it's always nice to get another EX. It's better than getting nothing. All right, just got a couple more of these checkout lane blisters, and then don't worry, we still have a full booster box of Surging Sparks to get through, which I'm pretty sure that's what most people are going to pop into the stream and check out. But again, whether you're here for 5 seconds or 5 minutes or 50 minutes sometimes, I do appreciate everyone coming through. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. We're growing in numbers every day, whether it's subscribers or view count or watch hours. I appreciate all of it. Not into any set specifically. Ooh, Master. Yeah, good luck with that one. If you find a time machine, let me know. Because I'm not going to go back for Skyridge, but I'm definitely going to pick up some other things. But yeah, that's crazy. Skyridge is a very popular set. It's not my favorite by any means, but I see the appeal. Yeah, Skyridge is one of those sets that it got so expensive, and just there's so much hype around that set. All right, let's see what's behind Mankey. An Iron Crown, and then the energy. Yeah, honestly, the one that I would like to get, which I had an opportunity to get, and I was trying to be an adult about it and be like, hey, I can't really afford this. But there was a time where I had a chance to get the Fossil, Jungle, and original Team Rocket booster boxes, all from one person. We were trying to work out a deal. And then this was pre-COVID, so I want to say 2018 maybe, like the end of 2018. I was going to work out a deal for it, and I decided, hey, you know what? Maybe this isn't the smartest thing for me to do right now. Which, I mean, depending how you look at it, some might say, kick myself in the ass for not doing it. Some might be like, hey, that was actually really smart. But, yeah, those are the only sets. Like, I want to get a Team Rocket booster box. It doesn't even have to be first edition. I just want a booster box. And then I want a Japanese booster box as well. So, again, increasing the price and making it even more rare to try and get one of those. Yeah, those would be kind of the last big collection pieces for Team Rocket. I know, the other Team Rocket set, Team Rocket Returns, it's great and all, but it still doesn't have that kind of, yeah, no regrets. No, absolutely not. It doesn't, to me, especially for how big of a fan of Team Rocket I am, it doesn't have that same impact. Like base or the original Team Rocket set, even if this new set comes out, it's going to really have to blow me away. Yeah, original Team Rocket's where it's at. I got it complete in English and Japanese. But yeah, that would be the one thing that I would want to get for sure. Some more sealed Team Rocket stuff. I'm even trying to get like the theme decks, because the theme decks are pricey, but you can still find them in good condition for a decent price. But yeah, those would be nice as well. Another code, doing that one upside down. Best of luck. All right, let's see if we can get another hit. We only have like 2 or 3 more of these, and then we get into the booster box, which I'm excited for. And like usual, I'm going to shuffle it around. We're going to pull it random. We're going to try our luck. I still haven't figured out if they're mapping these booster boxes like they used to do during Sword and Shield or not. But we're going to try our luck. All right, we get Satitan again. We have Drillbur and Eternius. Very, very nice to see some of these cooler Sword and Shield cards making their way back into Scarlet and Violet. Come on. That's the other reason why I don't really like to get these, because of all the extra trash and stuff you accumulate all for one pack. I feel like they should just do like sleeve blisters, and that if they want to throw in something extra on it, like they can put coins into the 3-pack blisters. You know what I mean? Like I see the appeal for these, right? Like they want to push out as many different products as you can, but all of this for one pack just seems a bit excessive. Maybe that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. That's why I kind of like the idea of the little booster bundles they do. I think they could fit like 6 or they could fit like 8 packs in those, even though they only do 6. Yeah. Neo Revelation, another awesome set for sure. Another very, very sought after set. Gimme Ghoul as the first reverse. Panseer as the second. And Durant EX. Very, very nice. So another hit there. Yeah, it's another really awesome set for sure. I don't know, for me, I like all the base sets besides base set 2. I thought it was kind of irrelevant, but it is popular to some. I like the gym series for sure, which again, I'm kind of hesitant on. Oh, they're going to do all the new trainer cards now for Scarlet Violet. From there, probably huge jump all the way to like 2016, where you get like generations, evolutions. And granted, there's some other sets in between that, like, what was it, like Legendary Treasures, I think the name of that set was, that had the Radiant Collection subset in it. That was another cool set. And then, obviously, a lot of the Sun and Moon sets I enjoyed. Sword and Shield was pretty solid. Obviously, some big hit sets there. Now we're into Scarlet Violet. We're almost done with Scarlet Violet, honestly. I'm interested to see how this year goes, though. Especially with all the hype behind these upcoming sets. And with the unfortunate success of Pokemon Pocket. I'm just interested to see what other sets they're going to put out before the next iteration of TCG comes out. Alright, Smoochum, first reverse. Grapplock as the second. And Skeledirge. And then that energy on the end. Alright, last checkout lane blister here. Here we go. Got the Growlithe Arcanine combo. Come on. Yeah, it's one of those things where I always look back, not always, but every once in a while, I look at all my completed sets, which I know I need to show you guys more of my collection. I know Wabbit reminds me all the time. I know Nugget mentions it. But just finding time. And I think what I'm going to do, especially with, as much as I love doing the Final Fantasy Friday stuff, it's harder to do because it's harder to get product. So I'm going to try and mix in collection showcases on Fridays. And especially with, making those longer streams, right? Because, again, I have a lot of collection to go through. All right, let's see. Speaking of Pocket, I heard it takes 2 years of daily playing to collect all the cards without paying. I wouldn't be surprised. It's literally a gimmick, right? And it's one of those games, kind of like Clash of Clans was and Diablo Immortal, where if you're impatient and you're just like throwing your money away, you can easily just pay for all the skips and keep collecting over and over and over again. I'm not going to call anybody out specifically, but you see it all day on Instagram where people are just like, oh, I already have like 3,000 cards collected, and it was like the first week that it was out. I think it's insane. You're literally paying for Pokemon NFTs that you can't do anything with. They're never going to print the actual cards, and if they do, please go back and comment on this video years down the road and make fun of me. But I doubt they're going to do it. It's kind of the reason behind why they're doing this. They're also going to cycle in other sets. So the packs you're opening now are going to be limited time. And then when the next set comes out, you're not going to be able to get this stuff. So there's all the FOMO built in. I just think it's really, really stupid. But again, they're making pure profit off of the minimal amount of money they're paying the illustrators to do the artwork. But to get back to what you're saying, yeah, it's absolutely insane. If that's really what it is, I think that's kind of ridiculous. But again, it's one of those things. It's a cash grab on top of the money they're already making from this kind of stuff. But anyway, that's just my opinion on that. Feel free to share yours. But here we go. Surging Sparks booster box, 36 packs from this very, very exciting set. Again, from the time I bought this to even the time that I received it, it went up in price. And then from then until me doing this opening, it's gone up in price. So hopefully, and I've already kind of seen a dip in some of the higher end cards. It's going to be just like Vivid Voltage, and I tried to say this before. It's going to be crazy hyped in the beginning, and then it's going to dip, and then you're going to get to a point where all these high-end cards are crazy cheap. So again, collect at your own pace, collect what you want, how you want. It's just crazy to see that people are paying like $1,000 for the Pikachu, and some of them were even ungraded, which is nuts. But like usual, let me take all these out of here. 36 amazing packs. I'm going to move the hits just real quick so I can shuffle all these around. Yeah, so I'm just going to do a bit of this. Try ruining my chances of nice PSA 10s here, but wait, I don't do PSA. Yeah, so let's do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there's the first stack there. I'm going to put this back in the booster box there. And then we're going to work with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's the first stack. Favorite card from this set? That's a great question. I don't really know, to be honest with you. Yes, I have opened up a good bit of this, but I don't think I've gotten to a point where I have a favorite. Let me look at the set list, honestly. Just give me 1 sec. But yeah, let's take a look and see. Well, of course, they do a set like this where Pikachu's popular and there's no Raichu, so that's pretty tragic. So the Cerulege, art rare. The Latios combo would be pretty sick. Yeah, maybe even the Hydreigon is actually pretty nice. But yeah, I'd say probably the Cerulege is probably my favorite card from this set. And I know that's kind of crazy because of all the crazy high-end alt arts and stuff, but you like what you like, right? All right, so here we go. First pack of this booster box. But yeah, if we can see the Skeledirge at least today, I consider it a win. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can get. Of course, a lot of bulk, and unfortunately, there's going to be plenty of Rotoms. But let's see what we can get here. Starting off with Eevee. By the way, another image that's popped up on Instagram lately. It's all over social media. If you guys saw, thank you, Abbott. So there's the. Let me just show it. It's easier to explain it. Hold on one second. Do I not have it? I guess not. All right. Anyway, the Eevee art rare. If you guys remember, the one that has all the Eevees on it. Someone photoshopped and really did a nice job of making that card with all the evolutions on it, like I kind of mentioned and talked about before. I want to say, and again, not 100% accurate. I know it's not real, but I think they confirmed that it was just a custom card someone made. It would be sick if they made that a card because I talked about it before. I don't think it's real though. But anyway, back to the opening. So we have Primeape as the second reverse and Skeledirge. Yeah, it's insane, right? And again, I mean, it would look cool, and if they did that, I think that card would be way more popular than the Umbreon for sure. But again, I'm like 98% sure that it's fake, and it's been confirmed already as a fake. But you never know. Again, that's the one thing I don't really like either, is they spoil a lot of these sets to build up hype, and then when you get the set, it's like, oh, cool, I know everything that's in here. Like, I'd much rather keep the surprise, and that's why as I try my best to do. I don't ever look at set lists ahead of time, especially if it's the first opening of a brand new set. I just like to experience the set, and then I'll do my research after. All right, so we have CeeLo as the first reverse. We have Turtonator as the second, and Gastrodon. Good, let's get all these duds out of the way so we can save some of the bigger hits for the end. But, I mean, it's kind of inevitable with these booster boxes, right? You're going to get a lot of filler, which is unfortunate. And then they sprinkle in, you know, minimal amount of nice cards compared to the Japanese side of the house. All right, let's see what we got. So we got Surfer. We have Wo Chen as the first reverse. Ooh, okay, nice. As I'm saying that, we get a nice art rare to start us off here. We have Bravery as the first hit of this box. And then Dialga. Very, very nice. Oh, let me put the hits back up here so we can see what we've got so far. Almost forgot about that. But I really, really like this Bravery, or Braviary, however you want to pronounce it. Just the artwork itself is really, really nice, plus all the colors, just everything flows really well. There we go, first hit of the booster box, and it's an art rare. I'm curious how many art rares we're going to get. Especially because I think it's different between the Japanese and the English booster boxes. If I was to guess, I'd say probably like 2 to 3, maybe 4 if we're super lucky. Yeah, see, that would be sick too. And there's really nice Ho-Oh artwork we've seen lately. But yeah, if they did Ho-Oh or even Lugia, Any of the legendary birds would have been sick. All right. Victini to Turtonator. We have the Fighting Tauros. Yamask as the first reverse. The Deduction Kit as the second. And Terrapagos. Plenty of bulk to sort through after this. If anyone knows anyone that's buying bulk, I've got so much I need to get rid of. And I'm kind of at a point where if someone just makes me a halfway decent deal, I'll get rid of it. Obviously, even with me opening only a couple times a week, I still stack up thousands and thousands of bulk cards. So, all right, Oricorio, purple version as the first reverse, Shroodle as the second, and Zarude. But yeah, I think I have like over 10,000 bulk cards just from Sword and Shield that I was dealing with a company before, and then they took a break because there's too much bulk. Which again, I get it. I'm just being kind of a smartass. But yeah, I haven't sold any bulk or traded any bulk since then. And I can only imagine what the rates are now because again, there is a lot of bulk out there. People are ripping more and more Pokemon every single day. But yeah. Just one of those things I'd like to get rid of, just kind of free up some more room for more of my stuff. All right, Capsakid as the first reverse. We have Dresna? Yeah, we'll just call it that, yeah. And then behind it is a Rabska. You know, it's unfortunate. We had a couple cooler days here weather-wise, and it's starting to get warm again. And of course, we have all the windows open and stuff, and I was hoping it would stay somewhat cooler, and my room is starting to get super hot again. Obviously, it doesn't help that I have all these lights and batteries and stuff on around me, but yeah, it's all good. It would be nice to have a cooler December if possible, but I live in Florida, so I doubt it. All right, Flittle as the first reverse, Pasho, Berry, and Skeledirge. All right. About 9 packs in so far. We only had one hit, but again, that's fine. Let's get all the bulk out of the way so the rest of this opening will be nice and exciting. Plus, you guys are getting plenty of codes anyway, so win-win for everybody. Mesprit, Scatterbug, Annihilate. We have Jasmine's Gaze. Wouldn't mind seeing that alt art. I'd take that. Xerneas. We have Rabska, sorry, as the first reverse. Klefki as the second, and Palkia. All right, we keep pushing on with no hits, but it's all good. I do think one of my worst booster box openings I ever had was I literally didn't even get a full art or a secret rare. And I want to say this was during Sun and Moon, but yeah, just got like literal just basic ultra rares the entire time. It was pretty frustrating. Hopefully that's not a thing anymore, but you never know. All right, Rellor as the first reverse, Simisear as the second, and Zarude. All right, so 9 packs in, and we've got 1 hit so far. But again, I'll take it if we get some of the bulk out of the way to get to the better stuff. It's the unfortunate nature of the beast. If they gave you better pull rates out of the booster boxes, they'd probably double the price, and unfortunately, dumb people would still pay it. Yeah, with 36 packs, I mean, you're lucky. And I say you're lucky if you can get like 12 hits, right? If you get a third of the box as a hit, that would be lucky, which is unfortunate. And I'm not saying you need to get 18 hits out of every box, which would be sick, but there's got to be that sweet spot in between those numbers where it's like, it's higher than a third, but not half. I don't know. That's just how I see it. All right, Slack Off as the first reverse, Technical Machine, and Terrapagos. So the drought continues. It's all right. But what do you think? Like, does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see more hits per booster box, but this is also why I usually don't buy booster boxes. I just feel like it's not really worth it. And yes, even if we pull the most expensive card in this, yeah, that's awesome. But like, for all the packs you rip through to get that one single card, I don't know if it's worth it. I'd rather get single sleeve blister packs or 3-pack blisters and keep trying my luck there. Or the little booster bundles. All right, Wattrel as the first reverse, Mankey, and Skeledirge. Drought continues. Speaking of that, I'm going to need to take a sip of water after this. Yeah, that'd be kind of sick. I think if they were smart, and again, I hate saying this because it's going to become a thing, they would do it with some like the Eevee set that's coming out, right? Yeah, make it where like, okay, you're at least going to get an ultra rare in every pack. It may not be the best ultra rare, but you're at least going to get an ultra rare. And then, you know, they're talking about God packs potentially coming to the English side of the house. They're already doing the Master Ball reverses, so that's coming. But yeah, I think they should get closer and closer to, you know, whether it's English, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, it's all doing like the same, or the like pull rates and stuff are similar. But again, the marketing, all that, and especially each region is drastically different. So. All right. Let's keep rolling. Let's see if we can get another hit for our good old friend Bravery here. Chinese has some of the coolest boxes. Yeah, a lot of their stuff is really nice. And what I like about the Chinese side of the house, they're catching up with some of the Sword and Shield stuff. So, yeah, they're going through some of the sets that are very, very nice. Yep, the Marnie box. Yep, absolutely. I know what you're talking about. All right, Executor. Let's see what's behind you. Diglett, and behind that... Ooh, okay, nice. Very, very nice. Get the Pikachu EX. Not the big one we're looking for, but hey, it's still a hit, so I'll gladly take it. And it's our second hit of this booster box so far. I truly hope there's more coming. What I'm going to do is I am going to separate this a little bit. Let me move this off to the side. We saw these hits, and I will recap at the end, but I just want to see how this box actually plays out, and I don't want to mix or mess anything up. Yeah, so that's how much we've got so far. Nugget, how we doing? We're just going through the booster box of Surging Sparks. We did the CGC recap. So I'll take a second because I know you're going to see this later anyway. But yeah, so those are those cards that you're talking about. We opened up some of the checkout lane blisters for Surging Sparks. I know you were talking about these cards before. But yeah, and so far we're about halfway through this booster box and only have 2 hits. But it's all right. I shuffled everything around like usual. So let's see. Let's try our luck. That whole artwork is amazing, by the way. All right, we have Magnezone. We have Time, which unfortunately I have plenty of, and Dialga. Yeah, let me know if you can't find any of those packs by you. I'll try and send you some of these. All right, let's see if we can get another hit. Shove some more Embrace the Chaos. Yeah, maybe I will with the last stack. All right, Sandy Gas as the first reverse, Flapple as the second, and Tapu Lele. A lot of the Tapus are making returns from good old Sun and Moon. I wasn't a big fan of them, especially like playing the games. I was more about the traditional kind of gym fights and challenges that way. The Tapus really changed all that. But again, there was a market for that, and people enjoyed it. I just wasn't one of those people. Unfortunately, we get Rotom in this pack here. We have Armorage. We have Xerneas as the first reverse. Lisa's Appeal. So it'd be nice to see this alt art as well. Obviously, we saw it in the Japanese side. And Palkia. Cats are way cooler than dogs. I'm not going to get in that conversation. Those are fighting terms for some people. I'm pretty sure there's been wars that have been held over that. Yeah, I'm not even going to touch that one. Not saying that I'm not a pet person by any means. I don't have any pets. But, yeah, see, this is what happens. See, now you guys get each other animated. All right, so here we go. Let's see if we can get anything out of this pack to distract the two of you. Ooh, okay, nice. Very, very nice. We have the Amulet of Hope. So we get a spec. Very, very nice. Probably get at least maybe 1 or 2 of these per box. Let's see if there's anything behind it. Nope. And nope. It'd be cool to get a nice God pack, if you will. You get an A spec, you get an art rare, and then you get some kind of EX or higher. I'm going to set this right down here. All right, so far, this is pack number 18. 17 packs in, and we have an EX, an A spec, and an art rare. Here we go. Some water energy, maybe. Yeah, maybe that luck. Maybe Nugget. You know, Wabbit being here. Anyone else want to chime in chat? Bring some luck. Let's see if we can get behind Zarude, Bronzor, and okay, Archildon. All right, all right. So it's not the greatest, but so quick recap here. Again, 18 packs in, and again, I did shuffle this. So of course, it's one of those things where I kind of do this myself. But 4 hits out of 18 packs so far. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So here's our next 9 here. And then our remaining 9 here. Just going to shuffle these up again. We're going to save a Pikachu pack for the very, very end. See if we can pull a Pikachu from the Pikachu pack. Probably won't, but yeah, we'll try our luck for sure. All right, here we go. I just shuffled it. I'm not going to shuffle it again. All right, here we go. Code card. And again, I do appreciate everyone that's come through and checked out the stream today. Got plenty of other content on the channel. There's been plenty of live streams as of late. Plus, I have a ridiculous amount of playlists from when I was doing the shorter form content, so go check that out as well. All right, Esper, what do you got hiding behind you? Volcarona, all right, not impressed, but let's see what's behind that. Okay, all right, nice. It almost really offset Tatsugiri EX, but hey, you know what? It's picking up a little bit. Get another EX. It's not the greatest one, but again, it's better than nothing. It's really off center. Let's see how the back looks. Yeah, you can see it's kind of shifted this way and down a little bit, but again, not bad. I'll take it. We're starting to get hits, so yeah, can't complain. So we got. I'd like to see some more art rares, obviously, maybe some full arts. Ooh, lightning energy. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's how I have to treat this whole set. Is getting excited for lightning energies. I'm used to just being excited for water energies. But let's see what we got. We have Morlul as the first reverse, Dino the Emo Dino as the second, and Landorus. Best boy luck. All right, nice. Appreciate it. Yeah, any kind of luck will do. Whatever kind of witchcraft, voodoo, whatever you believe in, send it this way with luck. But here we go. Another energy. Good thing tomorrow's trash day. I get to throw all this stuff out and it will get picked up. So that's the other reason why I like doing these Sunday streams. Helps me kind of clean everything up from the week. All right, Sandygast as the first reverse. Skeledirge, which is normally a hollow rare, so it's nice seeing it as the reverse. And Gorging Fire. All right. After this, I'm going to make myself some lunch, which is a little bit later for lunch, but it's all good. I usually stay up late anyway. I think I saw something peeking out on this one. I'm not going to look into it. But yeah, and then I'm going to get some video games in. All right, Spheel, what you got hiding behind you? Clobopus, I love the artwork for that card there. And let's see what's behind it. All right, nice. Palisand EX, so another EX. The hits are still rolling through. I would hope so. I mean, we're only a little over halfway through this booster box. I would hope there's still more hits here. All right. Let's see what we can get out of this one here. All right, starting off with Alolan Diglett, we have Spheo, Capsicid, and Larvesta. Azumarill, the Gravity Mountain, also known as where they found Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII. We have Normal Executor. We have Quaxley as the first reverse. The Fighting Tauros as the second. Ooh, okay, nice. Archlodon EX. All right, so there we go. We get a full art. It's picking up for sure. Really, really like that full art. Not a huge fan of the Pokemon, but I like the color difference there. I always like when the background kind of pops. So, very nice. So there we go. Hopefully that's not the big hit of the box, but seems like it's picking up. And again, this is why I shuffle stuff around. You know, I don't know if these are mapped out in any kind of certain way. Maybe I'll do that on the next booster box I open, if I open up another one. I'm just going to, open it as is and see how we do. But But all right, let's see what we got here. So we have the Sarcophagus as the reverse, Sizzlipede, and Eternius. All right, almost 3/4 of the way through. Finally starting to get some hits here. Luck is picking up, which is always nice. Some water energy. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Duraludon, Sizzlipede, Yamask, and Eevee. We have the Colberberry. We have the Fire Tauros, Flapple, Buffalant as the first reverse. Those look similar to the this stamped promo for Stellar Crown almost. Ooh, there we go. Another art rare. We have Vibrava, which I haven't seen this one before, so that one's actually really, really nice. And a Rabsca. All right, so there's another art rare. Maybe there's one or two more. Maybe. I mean, I hope. I'll take what I can get. I'd much rather, and maybe it's just me, but if you had a choice, would you rather have art rares over EXs and like the normal ultra rares? Or would you rather have more EXs than art rares? Which may seem like a dumb question, but I know there's people out there that aren't the biggest fan of the art rares. They like some of the regular cards, if you will. But it's always interesting to ask. Let's see what we got here. Swablu, the worst Pokemon in the game, Rotom, Fighting Tauros, Bruxius. We have Kecleon and Volcarona and Iron Crown. Art rares for sure, yeah. I feel the same way. Like, could you imagine getting an air box where it was just all art rares and then a secret rare? Or like an SAR on the end? Oop, hold on. Getting ahead of myself. Yeah, I think art rares, I definitely like the way that they're going in terms of the TCG. I truly hope that they're paying their illustrators well. Yeah, I hope so too, Rabbit, for sure. It would be nice, especially because, I mean, yeah, there's been some exciting hits in this box, but we're looking for a nice big hit for sure. All right, we have Azelf as the first reverse, Applin as the second, and a Black Kyurem EX. Nice. So here we go. Getting down to the last 9 packs. Our luck has picked up a good bit, which is nice. Finally getting some of these hits rolling through, but we're still looking for that one big hit, whether it's a secret rare or an art rare. Yeah, either way, would like to see just one big hit out of this box, make it worth it. Again, from the price I bought this at to the price they're currently at has gone up a good bit. It's probably even gone up in the amount of time since this opening. But here we go. Last 9 packs, and this will wrap up the stream. And again, if I don't get my hands on anything else Final Fantasy related, we will be doing a collection showcase on Friday. The only other caveat to that would be if we get any of the CGC returns back this week, which would be huge. Yeah, either way, it's going to be a double Pokemon week. But let's take a look. We have Zangoose as the first reverse, Donphan as the second. I remember the first time they showed off Donphan in Gen 2. Everyone freaked out. It was such a sick video that they did. All right, but let's see what's behind it. Is a Chinpow. Yeah, I remember when they first revealed Gen 2, they started talking about going to Johto. It was really, really exciting. I know there's probably like endless videos and trailers on YouTube now, but back then it was still like early internet kind of days. Yeah, it was something that, you know, you saw on TV and then everyone was talking about the next day for sure. All right, Tandem Mouse, Terra Orb, and Flapple. We have Doug Trio, also known as the Hanson brothers. Feebas as the first reverse, Glimora as the second, and Terrapagos. Your age is showing? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I also remember when Toonami first started on Cartoon Network, and then I was also there when Toonami stopped. I was also there when they brought it back. There's a little more age for you. Yeah, I remember, oh man, the day that they're like, oh, Toonami's getting shut down, and they did like a whole video of it. It's pretty intense, especially because it was something that, you know, you would catch perfectly after school. Jay, what's going on? How do you know if they'll be restocking? Ooh, I'm glad you brought that up. So I would say yes at some point. Even though for another 151 promotional product, even though it has Blastoise, and I'm excited for that, right? And I want to get my hands on it. I think it was kind of a letdown for that product. But it's also one of those things where, yeah, of course. It's one of those things where, again, we're kind of in scalping season. So I bet people had bots set up to just buy them out altogether. And then they're going to go for double or triple price, even though it's not that impressive of a box. If I get one, I'm probably going to just keep it sealed. Oh, got a hit here. Yeah, if I was to assume, they're probably going to restock, especially with the holidays coming up. They'll probably do 1 or 2 more reprints. Probably see one shortly after the new year, if I was to guess. But let's see what WakoBako has behind him. Ooh, nice. Melodic EX. Very, very nice. Yeah, it was one of those products I was hoping to get, especially with, you know, the Blastoise being tied into that. But, yeah, it sold out so fast. And, again, you got to thank people with bots to kind of get that ruined for us. Missed the initial release for the whole expansion. Gotcha. That's understandable. Yeah, best of luck. Hopefully you're able to get some of those, or, you know, obviously you're getting into 151 a little bit on the tail end, but yeah, best of luck to you. It's a great set for sure, so hopefully you are able to collect it. And like I always mention, collect at your own pace. Don't overpay for anything. If you're curious about pricing or anything like that, I'll gladly help you and, you know, share my knowledge with you. I'll do research for you. Yeah, again, we're getting into that time of the year where people are just being very selfish and just trying to make a whole bunch of money off of people's ignorance. So, yeah, again, best of luck to you. All right, Terra Orb, we have Fluttermane, we have Drayton, Gimme Ghoul as the first reverse, Dragon Elixir as the second, and Terrapagos. Yeah, of course, anytime, Jay. I saw a video from PokeNE, says it'll be pre-orders MSRP. Good. So that's another good resource, too. Obviously, huge shout out to PokeNE. They're not sponsored by any means, or they're not sponsoring me by any means, but definitely a good resource for sure. If you're not signed up with PokeNE's website, I would suggest that you do, because you get those email notifications like, oh, hey, this just went live, and kind of better your chances beating out the bots. But yeah, if PokeNE is going to have them, I'm definitely going to try and grab at least one box for sure. All right, Braviary as the first reverse, Grapplock as the second, and Eternius. Oh, I thought I got a little bonus card in the end. All right, let's see how many packs we got left. 1, 2, 3, and 4 packs left. Man, kind of underwhelming so far. Again, we don't know what's in these, but I'll save my final assessment after we rip the last pack. But I don't know. Would you guys be excited with the pulls that we've seen so far? Especially for how expensive this is. And I hate to keep bringing up price, but it's just being realistic. Like, yes, I could have easily just kept this sealed and sat on it. Again, I'm not one to sit on booster boxes, especially for sets that are current and I'm working towards collecting. I used to collect booster boxes and keep them sealed, and then it just became too much. All right, we have Yamask as the first reverse, Palkia as the second, and ooh, okay, nice. Very, very nice. So we get a full art trainer. We got Surfer, so there is still some hits in here. Wow, yeah, that's kind of rough, Jay, for sure. I think I had better luck on the Japanese side, to be honest. When we opened up those 3 boxes, we definitely had some really, really good luck there. But again, I mean, hopefully there's still some more hits here. So these are both, yeah, they're both double gold rarities. So let's see what else we can get. Yeah, one more would be nice. Again, not trying to be greedy, but if we get one more big hit here to kind of wrap up this booster box, that would be sick. But let's see what we can get here. Fluttermane, Bruxish. We have the Meddling Memo. We have Zebstrika as the first reverse. Ooh! Okay. All right. All right, nice. I'll take that. It's still a 2 gold star. But very, very nice card there. We have Clement's Quick Wit. Oh, I thought there was another card behind it. Very, very nice. Yeah, from 2 tins, 3 booster bundles. Okay, gotcha. Very, very cool looking card. First time seeing this. But again, these are all double gold rarities. So I don't know, maybe it's kind of hard to tell what the big hit would be. Like, obviously I'm gonna have to look at the set afterwards, but it's still picking up. We've still had some hits in these last couple packs, so no complaints. Water energy, here we go. All right. And we saved the Pikachu pack for last. If we can pull a Pikachu out of the Pikachu, that would be sick. But let's see, we have Cerulege. I'm not going to say this name because that's super weird. I'm just going to call it the Feather Duster. We have Quaquaval as the first reverse. WakoBako as the second. Come on, what kind of fire is hiding behind you? Nothing. It's Landorus. It's a ground type. All right, here we go. Last pack of over 50 packs we've opened up of Surging Sparks today. Again, I appreciate everyone coming through. Jay, Nugget, Bad Wabbit. His Team Mix was here earlier. I do appreciate all the support. But here we go. Last pack. See if we can get anything nice. All right, we have Mantine, Bronzong. We have Sandygast. We have Drillbur, Kilowattrel. Gotcha. Interesting. I'm glad you are collecting physical. That's exciting. All right, we have Ho-Oh, the Lively Stadium, Meddling Memos. All right, let's see. What else can we get here? Ooh, okay, nice, nice. We got another art rare. Now let's see if we can get a two-piece out of this and really end this off with a bang. Unfortunately not. But hey, you know what? That's not too bad. It definitely got better as we got towards the end of this. So we're going to do a full recap here, right? So this is all the hits from the booster box. These are the hits from earlier. So, of course, we had that Durant EX, Sylveon, and Archlodon. And then, of course, the Titan Art Rare. So, again, not too bad from all those other random packs we got. And then out of that, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 EXs, which isn't too bad. We got the Ace Spec. We got 3 more art rares. We got the Execute. We got the Vibrava, which is nice. I really like this Braviary or Bravery. That one's pretty clean as well. And then getting into the higher end cards. So we got Archlodon EX, we got the Surfer Full Art, and then we got the Clement, which I'm assuming this is the alt art for Clement. So yeah, not too bad. Again, I'm gonna have to look up pricing for all this stuff. Most of the cards that are new will probably just go into my go into the binder that I have. But yeah, I guess it's not too bad. Especially if that Clement is the alt art, which I'm assuming it is. But yeah, pretty decent. No major complaints. What do you guys think? How do you think we did? Wabbit thinks it's a W for sure. Okay, gotcha. Just putting some of my bulk in here. I always keep these booster boxes around, and then I can sort all this stuff later on. There we go. Yeah, the booster box has been going up in price like crazy. For anyone that got them early, which again, I mean, people are even overpaying during pre-order, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, pretty decent stream overall. Again, we showed off the CGC recaps. So if you came in late, make sure you guys go back and check that out once the video is loaded up to the channel. I still need to get an Elite Trainer box. I already have the Pokemon Center exclusive, which obviously I'm not opening. But I need to get a regular booster box and try my luck there. But yeah, pretty good stream overall. Again, I appreciate everyone coming through. Again, I'm going to make myself a little bit of a late lunch and then get into some sorting and then into some gaming. But again, hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day. If I don't get any other Final Fantasy stuff in this week or the CGC submissions come back, we'll be doing another Pokemon collection showcase on Friday. And then we'll be opening up some more stuff on Sunday. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you all for coming by. Take it easy, Wabbit. Nugget, see you later. Jay, thanks for coming by. Ice Team Mix, if you're still lingering around, I'll see you on Halo and Destiny later. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm WakoBako. Take it easy.